Here at the AdSec Center, City of Los Angeles, and today we're going to learn about AdSec's roles and responsibilities and how traffic is moved across the city, specifically in Council District 15. Coordinated traffic surveillance and control,
right?
AdSec. Right. That's like a test question on a police exam.
We're the first ones to really create this type of system. We have the largest system that we can operate and control in the world. The system was created because of the 1984 Olympics. Just a few intersections, because we knew we couldn't widen the streets, we knew we couldn't do all these different changes, so the best way to manage traffic during Olympics with that much traffic was to make it more efficient, the signals more efficient. So that's where basically the idea of AdSec came along. There's about 4,500 signals in the city. Okay, the second most number of signals in probably in the world, actually. New York has about 10,000 signals, I believe, and so we're about right behind. We have about 22 operators that operate the system. We're here from about 6 in the morning to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, watching traffic.
This particular location, what I did with First and Western and Weymouth is they put them on their own system so that as the loops ramp up because of occupancy, how long the cars occupy those loops, it will change the timing parameters instantly, real time, based on the demand that it's seeing. So on First and Western, which is really heavy because that elementary school down here, what we have is we have these automatically calculate splits and offsets and change higher or lower with amount of green times dependent on the heaviest movement automatically.
First and Western and Weymouth always gets backed up during school hours or after school.
Because of the heavy left turn and then the heavy point of egress.
And you can adjust that.
It does it itself.
It does it itself.
Yeah, it auto-calculates all of these values, and that's what I wanted to show you here. Basically, it's set at a 90-degree baseline, or 90-second baseline. So anytime it's not heavy, it defaults to 90 seconds. Then you can see it ramp up as traffic comes up, especially when school starts. Right now there's not school, but it still has an AM
Oh, that's
peak.
time of day.
Yeah, exactly. The green is real time. That's what happened today. This is last week at the same day.
Wow.
So essentially you can see that we had a peak at 7:45, at 8 o'clock where it ramped up to a 100-second cycle. Then it flatlines till about lunchtime, and it goes back up to 100 through lunch hour. And then the PM peak, it really sees a rise, and it holds the amount of
cycle length.
Okay, again, it's the amount of time that it takes for a controller to service the main street, then service all other moves, and come back to green for this street. Okay. Now that ranges anywhere from 60 to 150 seconds, depending on how heavy the intersection is within the city.
Based on sector.
Right. Wilshire Boulevard runs a 150. Because it's very heavy. It carries freeway traffic.
Right.
Generally, in your area, it's 60 and 90, but you can see Western and Weymouth and First and Weymouth, because they're so close, have to be tied together, and so they ramp up and down together so that they're always coordinated. On top of all the information that we get back second by second, we also pipe it out through the internet. A website called trafficinfo.lacity.org shows basically everything that we see here.
That's great.
It takes all the loop information, displays it in a kind of a GIS-based graphical form, so that somebody at home can see what's going on their surface streets as well.
Here at the Automated Traffic Surveillance and Control Center in the City of Los Angeles, 4 floors underground, and what I've learned today is just an amazing computer-generated system on how traffic is generated, how traffic is controlled. What I was most impressed with by one click of the button, based on traffic demand, we can adjust these tri-lights across the City of Los Angeles. So here we are with
Edward Yu. I'm the transportation engineer here. I'm the supervisor at this location, and one of the things that we show the councilman is that we have the ability to not only control vehicles here, but all modes of transportation, from pedestrians to bikes to trains, and even horses.
And Eric here is assigned to CD15 and how traffic is controlled. And Eric, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, one of the nice things about our facility is that in addition to all the real-time second-by-second information coming back, we also have cameras set up at key locations within the city, wherein we don't have to actually get in a car and drive to San Pedro to see exactly what's happening in San Pedro any given.
And you monitor 24 hours a day, even from the comfort of your home too, right?
It is automated 24 hours a day, yes.
Thank you so much for your time.
It was nice to meet you.
Thanks so much.